Happy fall! This episode I thought we'd go through some of my fall favourites. What's been on my mind lately, my sort of general moods and feelings and thoughts. Okay, fall favourites. Currently reading Orlando by Virginia Woolf. This is actually my first Virginia Woolf book. I'm only a few pages in and I'm really enjoying it. Really love her style of writing. I think it also has a lot to do with like the time of when she wrote this, which was, I believe, in the 30s. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, I just find it really interesting because the time she wrote this book, it was actually classified illegal to write about queer, gender, like sexuality. So she obviously had to basically write like I'm not gonna say it's like fantasy, but she had to write it in a way that was like very obviously not realistic in order for her to be able to like explore those themes. Basically, the main character, he is a man, and somewhere in the middle of the story, he wakes up to be a woman. So if you need something to read, read this. What else have I been obsessed with? Bagels. Motherfucking bagel time, guys. And I've got my hot bone broth. It's Monday morning. I just had my everything shower, exfoliated. Apollo Bagels opened in the West Village. I got scallion cheese. I just thought get half a dozen and keep them in the freezer or fridge. It's my favorite thing ever. Like, do they call it a Canadian bagel or something? I know I live in New York, but I don't know if New York bagels actually do it for me. Like, Apollo bagels are really good. I got plain bagels as well. So my order is usually an everything bagel with smoked salmon, capers, like the usual. Wait, do I even have eggs? Avocado could work. I do like an avocado bagel, just really simple. I have a feeling I'm really hoping this avocado was a good avocado. It's expensive too. So crunchy on the outside. It's like it's deliciously toasted. And then the inside is just like so squishy and like chewy. Also, picked up a fresh packet of matcha. My normal matcha is currently sold out worldwide. There's like a matcha shortage, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, should I start a matcha brand so I can have like unlimited matcha all year round? I've been thinking recently, well, actually, I've been thinking about this for a long time, for like 4 months now. I've been like looking for other apartments. I've been living here in this space for almost 2 years now, and it's in my dream neighborhood. But recently I've been thinking about like what's important to me in a home, and I think I've been really lucky to have always had a lot of apartment space with like just basic amenities like a dishwasher, washer and dryer. I haven't had that living here, and I don't know, I feel like it's kind of time for me to like find a space where I just really like love being in and I feel productive in. There's not a lot of natural light in this apartment. I don't have a washer or dryer. I don't have a dishwasher. I'm also like, it's not like a cheap apartment. I feel like I'm kind of living above my means currently, and it kind of took me a while to fully admit to that. But I think it's time to maybe sacrifice the location for something that is a space that allows me to do everything that I want to do. So that's where I'm kind of at. Oh, I forgot to put the scallion cheese on. Is it weird to put scallion cheese with avocado? Like, is that like a weird concept? Also, like, I've never been a cream cheese person. Like, cream cheese was just not in my food vocabulary growing up. But, you know, when in America. recently went and watched Honora. It was one of my most favorite films that I watched all year. It's really funny because on my way to the cinemas, I actually bumped into this guy that I know, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm actually going to the cinemas to go and watch Honora. And he goes, oh, it's like really good, but it's like 1 hour too long. And I've actually only had this feedback from men, which I find really interesting. Anyway, I sat there in the cinema for 2.5 hours, and I was so deeply invested in each and every character. Mickey Madison, like, I'm obsessed with her. Like, I don't know, her acting, her performance, I was honestly like activated the whole time, and I just felt so alive, and I was just on a roller coaster of emotions with her. Like, I cried, I laughed. That's a must watch. Where are we going?
Korean barbecue.
What's the restaurant called again?
Jongro. Yen hasn't had Korean barbecue in how long?
I don't know, too long to remember. Another thing I wanted to chat to you guys about is I thought I would make you like a monthly music playlist. Music has had such a profound impact on just my life since I was like born, because my dad worked in music for a really long time. From the moment I would wake up to the afternoon when I would come home from school, like there was just always constant music in the house. He had a very vast genre of music that he would listen to, anywhere from blues to pop rock to Chinese pop rock to the acoustic Spanish guitar to the 70s Indian jazz. When we first moved to Australia, my mum enrolled me into this dance school, and I trained as a ballet dancer. I did jazz, I did tap, contemporary, and the headmaster of this dance school, she was the second person in my life to like give me a music awakening, because she kind of then introduced me into the pop girly dance era of the 80s, of the 70s. Like, this was when I first discovered disco and like Motown.
What happened to your finger? You took away your finger?
I was cutting tofu and then I mistaken my finger as tofu. Today is the first official day that it's felt like proper New York winter, and I forget how cold it gets. It's 3 degrees, but the weather says that it feels like -6. And of course, today is also the first day the gas heating in the building has stopped working. So there's no hot water, no heating, but you know, that's okay. I'm just doing my errands and I'm kind of walking everywhere because I just want to heat my body up. Actually, just kidding, I've decided to take the subway because I'm so cold. Anyway, I'm on my way to the Zimmerman store in Soho. They just opened up a new flagship, and I'm gonna go and try some pieces on from their winter collection, hopefully pick up something warm, and then I thought we could do a little tour of my jacket collection. Okay, I've had my eye on this jacket. I'm gonna try them on in 2 sizes. I just think it's a perfect winter staple. Does it have pockets? Yes, it has pockets. It has like the side leather panel detailing. Just picked this up from Zimmerman today. I love this. For me, I think when you live in the northern hemisphere, it's really fun to be able to dress up in the cooler months, and so I love playing with texture. This is a shearling jacket, which I love because it has like this really cool leather
detailing, contrast panels that runs throughout the whole jacket. Cinches on the waist. It's good for evening attire, and also I love like fluffy shearling coats because you can just like wear this for track pants and like a pair of boots or loafers and it looks like you've tried but you haven't. And I also like that it's got this like leather wrist detail situation. Next, I am a big suede girl. All year too, actually. I also am a big brown girl. I always have been though. First one up. This is really cool because it has like a drop shoulder. It's oversized, it's very boyish. It's by a Korean brand called Urbanik. I actually got this last winter and I love the sandy shade of brown, but I feel like this is a really good color for suede. It just works really well. Kind of reminds me of like 90s Prada Miu Miu, but it kind of covers my butt. Yeah, I get compliments on this every time I wear it. It's kind of just like a simple shirt. I love the paneling, detailing. My favorite thing about suede is that I feel like you really can just wear it all year round because it is so light. It doesn't provide that much warmth. That's why I usually like to size up so you can really do a lot with the layering. And because it is quite thin, you can also wear jackets over it. Also, I feel like it's very easy to travel with. This is also another favorite of mine. It's by a Spanish brand called Cedres. This is more fitted and I like that it's more of like a shirt almost. It also has these really cute like petal sleeving that reminds me of like 90s Miu Miu again. It also has like a white sort of stitching. And I wear this literally all the time. I wear this a lot. I wore this a lot in the summertime. It also comes with a matching skirt, which is really cute. I really like wearing this kind of shape paired with a low-rise fitted jean with like a little cowboy boot sticking out underneath, or like a mid-length skirt. I also love these like caramelly browns because it also looks really good with like a pop of red, pop of burgundy. Just a vibe. Next, I always think it's essential to have a trusty leather jacket. This is an aviator style. It's also by another Korean brand, nothing Britain. If I'm buying new when it comes to jackets, I really like to buy from Korean brands because I feel like they just really design for warmth. Like design and aesthetic is at the same level for them. Usually leather jackets, you don't really get much warmth from them, but this has like padding in it and it has down, so it's extra insulated. It has like these hidden pockets inside, and it has a detachable shearling collar which accentuates the aviator jacket aesthetic. As you can see, this is one of my favorite winter staples, and I've also sized up just to leave extra room for layering. I'll show you what it's like with the collar on. I've actually had this for 2 winters now, and the leather has just worn in really nicely. Okay, can't be bothered to like button it in, but you get the gist of it. I have so many leather jackets, but I really do wear them all like so much because jackets for me are just like a all year round staple. Like even in the summertime, I love throwing on like a light layer of something. Anyway, this is like one of my favorite leather jackets. It's vintage. It's Yohji Yamamoto from the 90s, I believe. My favorite thing about it is just like it's very boxy, square silhouette. It's very different from the aviator. The aviator is like much more slouchy. It's got like the low slung shoulder. The aviator is definitely one of my favorite silhouettes, and I like that you can tuck it from the waist, but it gives it like that sort of slouchy feel, whereas this one, like this one's quite like a special shape. The back of it is really cool. It almost gives it like a Western feel with like this stitching. It's in this like dark chocolate brown. Again, very Western with this like pointed shape, and I'll show you what it looks like on. This is more of like a spring leather jacket, I would say. I feel like I would wear this a lot if I was in Sydney. So this is what it looks like on if I'm just like wearing it. So sorry, the lighting is like absolutely shocking in here. But the cool thing is it has like this extra button here. So I like buttoning like that. It gives it like this cool collar. I also love like this detailing. It's really cool. I like wearing this with like a baggy suit pant and then like a big belt with hardware on it. Just gives it like that extra edge. Another staple. This is a really special piece. It's also from the 90s. It's from Barney's, New York. I got this vintage. I wear this all year round. This is like super fitted. The collar is really cool and it has like a bit of shoulder padding in here, but in like a really feminine way, and I love wearing it zipped up. It like cinches in on the waist, as you can see. I pull this out all the time when I just don't know what to wear. I'll do this with like a mini skirt and some ballet flats or like a heel. I wear this under coats as well because it's just like thin enough. It's got like the zip pockets. Also, this is a really cute leather jacket for summer too because I love wearing this over like a little summer dress. Obviously, if I'm gonna have a leather jacket collection, I have to have one that is not black or brown. It has to be like a light beige color. This I got secondhand. It's actually Saks Potts. I could go like all white with like a flowy cream colored skirt, giving aviator, but in a uptown way. And I like that it has like this hardware detailing. Because this is quite dressy, I feel like you could get away with wearing this with just like a pair of really old grey track pants and then Nike Cortez. And then if I don't wear it up, you kind of wear it as like a collar. That is my jacket collection. Wait, no, I've left my favorite to last. I'm very proud of this one. It is Roberto Cavalli vintage, and I'm just like obsessed with her. I have about 10 Roberto Cavalli vintage jackets on my wish list, but this one is a really special find. All the contrast stitching and leather detailing, all the gold hardware. I'm pretty sure it's lambskin leather. I like either wearing it with like a silk summer dress, something very girly, or just like a fitted pair of denim jeans with like a slick YSL pump. Anyway, that's my jacket collection. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. A lot has happened in the last 10 days. Politically, personally, something going on in the air right now. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. I'm sending all of my love. I hope you enjoy my playlist. Hopefully that will pull you guys out of like a rut if you're in one. Anyway, thank you guys. I love you. Bye.